Law number 17, the Law of Generational Myopia. One of the things that most amazed me in the stories my parents and grandparents used to tell me is that back then, social roles were clearly defined and very fixed. There were very clear rules about what people were expected to do, and no one questioned any of that. These aspects are very different from the way families and societies organize nowadays and the way we deal with differences, aren't they? Every generation is a mix of the beliefs and ideas from their parents and the need to separate themselves from the previous generation. This mix creates a zeitgeist, a spirit of the times, formed by certain tastes, beliefs, battles, and ways of thinking. You internalize those influences as much as anyone else. We are all products of our time. You should understand the power your generation spirit has on you, so you can be more independent from the restrictions that come with it. If you identify what your generation is searching for and give it a voice, there's a great chance that your work will find resonance. Here are 5 strategies to make it happen. Challenge your past. Maybe you want to create something new, but you feel strained by the values you've been raised with. It's normal to hesitate, but don't be afraid to express the taboos of your generation. Adapt the past to the spirit of the present. The frustrations of your generation have certainly been felt before by a different generation. Who were the leaders then? What did they do? Adapt some of their styles and symbols to your reality. Relive the childhood spirit. By capturing the spirit of your childhood, you will reach everyone who experienced those moments, and your generational peers will want to follow you. Subvert the spirit. Maybe you are in conflict with part of the spirit of your generation. Be creative and find a soft way to deviate it instead of fighting it. Keep on adapting. As we get older, we tend to remain stuck to our values, ideas, and styles. Improve your flexibility by surrounding yourself with people of different generations. As you pay close attention to their values, ideas, and perspectives, you expand your own. Law number 18, the Law of Death Denial. Have you ever had months to work on a school paper and ended up doing it at the last week or even on the last day before the deadline? You put it off and only felt motivated to work efficiently when the deadline approached. That's very similar to how we feel about death. We are going to die someday, and that is going to be our deadline. The idea of death makes us anxious, so we deny it as much as possible. But by repressing the idea of death, we pretend we don't have a deadline and we put things off. Instead of cherishing life, we waste our days as if we had all the time in the world. If you are 30 years old right now, it means you have 30 more really productive years left. After the age of 60, most people don't have much power and passion left to do the things they want to do. That is why I think it's fair to say that the real productive years left are 30. Of those 30 years, you will spend 8 years in sleep. 2 years will be spent on traveling, such as going to work, church, traveling to meet friends, etc. You will spend on average 3 years taking care of yourself, showering, cleaning, etc. Let's say you'll spend another 2 years on entertainment and having fun. If you deduct all that from the total 30 years, you will see that you only have 15 years left to be really productive and do the things you want to do. 15 years isn't a long time. It feels like it was yesterday we entered 2021. But now 2021 and 2022 are over and we are in 2023. Just like that, 2023 will also pass very quickly. Life is really short, and remembering that you will die is going to help you to prioritize doing the things you want to do in life. We will live fuller lives if we connect to the reality of death. Think of your remaining years as your deadline and use it as a motivation to work on what matters most to you and on all the amazing experiences you can have before death arrives.